I guess. So y'all know by now that Joe Scarborough of Morning Joe, and I think his wife's name's Mika Brzezinski. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Um, they went and met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago, and they kissed the ring, so to speak. A lot of folks are upset and mad and feel like this is weakness or punking out, or this is about they want to go to the right. Let's be clear about something. And I think about James Brown, something he said. I don't know why as I get older, things he said make more sense. He talked about how back then civil rights, that black people that were, musicians and stuff, didn't have to get really extreme because that wasn't their place. They were musicians. Yeah, they might support this or do this fundraiser, but that wasn't what they did. They just made the money and were open, always listening. Joe Scarborough was a Republican. He is a Republican. Trump is a fascist. The Republican Party has moved rightward. Joe Scarborough is probably still a Republican. I don't listen to him because these are talking heads on mainstream news agencies that are run by like 4 corporations in America, runs all the news in America. So I don't understand how people have made this godlike figure of these people. Joe Scarborough probably has people that work for him. I'm sure he has some kind of private business outside of MSNBC. I'm sure his wife does the same thing. Trump can hurt them. Now, I can't make this video more clear. The one thing we know, you can be not political, not care. Trump is a petty man. That is a petty man. Petty as fuck. And the one thing we can be sure of is that he'll get revenge. And that's just what's going to happen. If he wants to get revenge, he will. I think that I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, but your family comes first. And it's got to be that way. And I think that when it comes down to it, that's what a man does. You protect your family. You protect the ones that you love. You protect those that are under your wing. That's what a man does. And I don't know, maybe Joe is trying to make money, and maybe it's just like some kind of a stunt that I don't understand. Maybe if he is, it'll come out. But the spirit I got with it real quick, listening to them, was that this is a scary time. I think sometimes listening to the far left, you have to be careful because they live in that world of the far left. And they don't understand that like people work and that like life goes on. These elections, life will go on. And so Trump won. He won the election. Like, it's over with. And it's sad and disappointing and it hurts. And my stomach, it hurt me really bad to know it and to realize that I live around people like this, that think like this. But it's reality. They voted for the rapist over Kamala Harris. They voted for a guy that's going to appoint a pedophile to the Department of Justice. They voted for a guy that's openly going to take a weekend Fox News anchor to be head of the Department of Defense after all these white folks said Kamala wasn't qualified. They elected a guy that is very clear about how he feels about payback and retribution. They elected a guy that's going to put Robert Kennedy, a man that had a brain worm, over Health and Human Services, who said we're getting rid of all vaccines. We're gonna pause all research on Alzheimer's drugs and cancer drugs for the next 8 years. The American people knew this and voted for him anyway. And he's probably gonna get those things. I don't know. I'm just making the point that politics aside, this is a dangerous time. And for average, regular working people who don't live in that world 24/7, like, I get it being scared. And I mean, we all remember what happened to Nancy Pelosi's husband. Dude broke in his house and nearly killed him with a sledgehammer. These white folks said, it's a gay thing. And it came out the body cam of him getting beat up in front of the cops, and it came out and they released a video of the guy breaking into their house with a sledgehammer. These white folks didn't care. They were on Fox News talking about, oh, well, it's still the DOJ. It didn't. They don't care. They don't care. This is their move. That when people get hurt on the left by these far-right fascists, what was a gay thing? It didn't matter to me. I don't think anyone should be getting assaulted in their home. I don't care what you are or what you do. They almost killed him. He had to get brain surgery. So I just feel like for people like that watched that and saw that and are probably deeply afraid of what could happen to their families, I get it. I hear you. I understand. And I give that a pass. I don't see that as like you're just trying to make money and, you know, I don't see that. I see some old people that have been in the political game a long time, that are used to there being certain rules, and are realizing that under Trump in this time, there are no rules. The laws no longer apply. When they talk about Trump, they're talking about the rules, which no longer apply. And so, you know, they made their bones through the rules. As I said, there are no rules, so they're having to deal with it. What are we going to do? We don't have any guns like that out here. The left isn't ready for that. We didn't go and loot and burn and run on the Capitol after Trump won. We don't do that. You know, so these are establishment people bending the knee to a fascist takeover. I said it before. Stop getting mad at Trump. Stop getting mad at these people. I'm going to add to it. Stop getting mad at these people who really are just doing a job. We don't even know how Joe Scarborough really thinks, okay? They're just doing a job on TV, all right? And stop getting mad at them for doing what they have to do to protect themselves. It's like a man in the woods getting a gun to protect himself against bears or something. Don't judge him for it. He's protecting himself. What are you doing? It's like a man out living out near the water and he's worried about the water. He's getting flood insurance. Why are you judging him? These people are doing what they can to protect themselves. They like I said, they came to stature following the rules, Robert's rules and all that. And we have a moment now where there are no rules. Trump told these white people, I can shoot a man on 3rd Avenue. And you'll still vote for me. And they did. He told them the most strict law they have, he can break it. He can break it. And they still voted for him. What do you think will happen if he says something on TV? Go attack these people. Go do this. Do not blame them, because family comes first. And these aren't even really far left people. Thanks for listening.